H.O. Hirt was a Renaissance man. He began his career as a teacher and ended it as founder of ERIE Insurance. He was a patriot, a student of history, and a scientist. Hirt was a good and decent man who treated customers fairly and measured his actions by one rule, the Golden Rule. Born on Flag Day in 1887 to parents from two pioneer Erie County families, H.O. Hirt attended Lucky No. 13 School at 10th and Ash Streets and graduated from the old Erie High School. The caption under his yearbook photo read, "To argue was joy for this little boy." Working since he was 9 years old, Hirt used his earnings to pay completely his own way through Wittenberg College in Springfield, Ohio. His years there were pivotal. He participated in many campus activities and service clubs, and professors were among his closest friends. He graduated in 1911 with a degree in biology and took teaching jobs first in Iowa and then in Texas. While working in Dallas in 1915, he contracted tuberculosis, and after a year-long convalescence in New Mexico, he returned to Erie for another year of recuperation. Once back home, 3 things happened to him over the next 5 years that would change his life forever. First, the country went into a deep recession following World War I, and Hirt suffered what he called the traumatic experience of being hired and fired within weeks from what he considered to be 2 jobs with golden opportunities. Second, he was persuaded to manage a bankrupt grocery store where in 1 year he increased weekly sales by 900%. The long hours of physical labor for someone recovering from tuberculosis, however, caused Hirt concern about his health, and he resigned, leaving the grocery store in flourishing condition. Finally, he took a job selling auto insurance at the Erie branch of the Pennsylvania Indemnity Exchange. The indignation of being laid off, the face-to-face customer service skills of a grocer, and the opportunity to sell good auto insurance all led to the biggest decision of his life. On April 20th, 1925, 37-year-old H.O. Hirt and his friend O.G. Crawford opened the doors of the business they founded, ERIE Insurance Exchange, and its managing corporation, ERIE Indemnity Company, after selling $31,000 worth of stock to 100 Erie citizens. Today, those entities are the principal members of the ERIE Insurance Group and were founded with the purpose of providing its policyholders with as near-perfect protection, as near-perfect service as humanly possible, and to do so at the lowest possible cost. Today, the ERIE Insurance Group companies, which include a life insurer, are one of the country's largest auto and property-casualty insurers, with more than 4.1 million policies in force, operating in 11 states and the District of Columbia. ERIE Insurance has grown to be the Erie area's 3rd largest employer and is the only Erie-based business on the Fortune 500 list. Over his 57-year career at the Erie, H.O. Hirt received many honors, recognitions, and Lifetime Achievement Awards. Among them, the Brotherhood of Children Award from the Foster Parents Plan for War-Torn Europe and Korea's Forsaken Children, and the Distinguished Service Award from the Pennsylvania Chamber of Commerce. He was also honored statewide and nationally on numerous occasions by the insurance industry. Today, his legacy remains throughout the area. The H.O. Hirt Building at the ERIE Insurance Group Home Office, the H.O. Hirt Scholarship Fund, the H.O. Hirt Auditorium at the Erie County Library, and at his alma mater, Wittenberg University, the H. Orth Hirt Chair of History. He ended his long and very productive life, spanning nearly a century, having been proclaimed one of the giants in the insurance world and a distinguished citizen of the community, a man who represented the very best of the Erie tradition.